Every day, thousands of teens wake up afraid to go to school. Bullying is a problem that affects millions of students, and it has everyone worried, not just the kids on the receiving end. Yet, because parents, teachers, and other adults don't always see it, they may not understand how extreme bullying can get. Bullying behavior may seem rather insignificant compared to kids bringing guns to school and getting involved with drugs. Bullying is often dismissed as a part of growing up, but it's actually an early form of aggressive, violent behavior. Statistics show that 1 in 4 children who bully will have a criminal record before the age of 30. Bullies often cause serious problems that schools, families, and neighbors ignore. Teasing at bus stops, taking another child's lunch money, insults and threats, kicking or shoving, it's all fair game to a bully. Fears and anxieties about bullying can cause some children to avoid school, carrying a weapon for protection, or even commit more violent activity. Bullying is when a person is picked on over and over again by an individual or group with more power, either in terms of physical strength or social standing. Two of the main reasons people are bullied are because of appearance and social status. Bullies pick on the people they think don't fit in, maybe because of how they look, how they act, for example, kids who are shy and withdrawn, their religion or race, or because the bullies think the target may be gay or lesbian. Some bullies attack their targets physically, which can mean anything from shoving or tripping to punching or hitting or even sexual assault. Others use psychological control or verbal insults to put themselves in charge. For example, people in popular groups or cliques often bully people they categorize as different by excluding them or gossiping about them, also known as psychological bullying. They may also taunt or tease their targets, which is known as verbal bullying. Verbal bullying can also involve sending cruel text messages, emails, or posting insults about a person on Facebook or other sites. This practice is known as cyberbullying. One of the most painful aspects of bullying is that it is relentless. Most people can take one episode of teasing or name-calling or being shunned at the mall. However, when it goes on and on and on, bullying can put a person in a state of constant fear. Targets of bullying often experience internalizing, for example, sadness, distress, and anxiety, and somatic, like stomach aches, headaches, type of symptoms, as well as physical injuries. Targets may also experience confusion, anger, lowered self-esteem, and feelings of insecurity. These students may also suffer academically, as they may avoid attending school, or their psychological symptoms may negatively impact their ability to learn while at school. For example, due to decreased ability to concentrate resulting from anxiety or depression symptoms. In extreme cases, students may experience suicidal thoughts and may in fact attempt suicide if they don't receive support or treatment. Targets may also suffer long-term consequences of persistent bullying. Studies show that people who are abused by their peers are at risk for mental health problems such as low self-esteem, stress, depression, or anxiety. Bullies are at risk for problems too. Bullying is violence, and it often leads to more violent behavior as the bully grows up. It's estimated that 1 out of 4 elementary school bullies will have a criminal record by the time that they're 30. Some teen bullies end up being rejected by their peers and lose friendship as they grow older. Bullies may also fail in school and not have the career or relationship success that other people enjoy. Both guys and girls can be bullies. Bullies may be outgoing or aggressive, or a bully can appear reserved on the surface but may try to manipulate people in subtle, deceptive ways, like anonymously starting or damaging rumor just to see what happens. Many bullies share some common characteristics. They like to dominate others and are generally focused on themselves. They often have poor social skills and poor social judgment. Sometimes they have no feelings of empathy or caring towards people. Although most bullies think that they're hot stuff and have the right to push people around, others are actually insecure. They put other people down to make themselves feel more interesting or powerful. And some bullies act the way they do because they've been hurt by other bullies in the past, maybe even a bullying figure in their own family, like a parent or another adult. Some bullies actually have personality disorders that don't allow them to understand normal social emotions like guilt, empathy, compassion, or remorse. These people need help from a mental health professional like a counselor, social worker, psychiatrist, or psychologist. What can we do to stop bullying in schools? If the environment at your school supports bullying, working to change it can help. For example, there may be areas where bullies harass people, such as stairwells or courtyards, because they're unobserved by staff. Because a lot of bullying takes place in the presence of peers, the bully wants to be recognized and feel powerful after all. Enlisting the help of friends or a group is a great way to change the culture and stand up to bullies. You can try to talk to the bully. If you don't feel comfortable in a face-to-face discussion, leave a note in the bully's locker. Try to point out that his or her behavior is serious and harmful. This can work well in group situations, such as if you notice that a member of your group has started to pick on or shun another member. More people hesitate to speak out because it can be hard. It takes confidence to stand up to a bully, especially if he or she is one of the established group leaders. But chances are the other students witnessing the bullying behavior feel as uncomfortable as you do. They may just not be speaking up. Perhaps they feel that they're not popular enough to take a stand, or worry that they're vulnerable and the bully will turn on them. Staying quiet, even though they don't like the bully's behavior, is a way to distance themselves from the person who is the target. When a group of people keeps quiet like this, the bully's reach is extending beyond just one person. He or she is managing to intimidate lots of people. But when one person speaks out against a bully, the reverse happens. It gives others license to add their support and take a stand too. Another way to combat bullying is to join your school's anti-violence program, or if your school doesn't have one, maybe you can start one of your own. Bullying is a pervasive problem in the United States schools, affecting almost a third of students in grades 6 through 10. Because of the significant negative consequences of this behavior for all involved, it should not be viewed as just a normal part of growing up. If we do not intervene with bullies, we not only place targets at risk for physical injury, depression, anxiety, and low self-esteem, but also significantly increase the likelihood that bullies will develop into antisocial adults.